What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and today we're going to be touching on a couple different XDSs, right? I have the XDS in 45, a couple of them. I have some XDSs in 9, and I also now have an XDS in 40. But also, I didn't even realize they made a Mod 2 in 40, so that's also on the way for review. But basically what happened is I couldn't find a Mod 1 anywhere. I couldn't even find a Mod 2 in 40 anywhere. Checked online, I've been checking for a long time, and I finally found one. I don't really like Gunbroker, so I ended up finding one on an upper on eBay. Then I also ended up finding an ejector on eBay, which is all you need to convert an XDS in 9mm over to 40 Smith & Wesson. So, like I said, I have the Mod 2 in 40, which I didn't even know they made, coming on the way as well. But basically, all put together with the 40 ejector, we now have a complete XDS in 40 Smith & Wesson. Now, in terms of capacity, it is 6+1 or 7+1 of 40. So you can either have a total of 7 or 8 total rounds of 40 Smith & Wesson in extremely small, lightweight. But the number one reason why I like the XDS series is reliability. Now, when people talk about reliability, I see it a lot in the comments, and I see it a lot mentioned in videos. People say, oh, well, it's ammo specific. In my opinion, if it's a carry gun, it should not be ammo specific. It should basically eat everything that you put through it. And that's what the XDS series does. It doesn't matter if it's a extreme defender, which a lot of firearms have a hard time cycling, Novex rounds, civil liberties. Some just really struggle, and the XDS series does not. I really wish that Springfield Armory came out with the XDS, 3, Mod 3, right? I feel like there might be a chance they do. I guess I don't know, but it'd be nice to see a stack and a half XDS Mod 3 because of the success of the Hellcat, but because of how thin the Hellcat grip is this way, for a lot of people, it doesn't fit their hands properly. But in this case, because of the grip, it feels really good in the hand. On top of that, for a lot of people getting into concealed carry or carrying a firearm with kids around and stuff like that, having a grip safety just gives you a little bit of peace of mind. I always tell that story because that's how I got comfortable carrying with the round in chamber, because I like appendix carry. And for me, appendix carry can be sketchy, especially if you carry an M17, P320, or M18. Now, the other XDS I picked up, which I love about Springfield Armory, they offer everything in stainless steel. Now, stainless finishes are the greatest in my opinion. It's my favorite color combination, but also I just like the way it looks. It looks great. On top of that, it's rugged, it's durable, and does not rust the way other finishes do. Sick. Now, like I said, the Mod 2 is a great handgun. The number one reason that people don't like it is simply the capacity. If they made an updated version of this gun with how flat it is and how reliable it is, it would be an absolute winner. Now, I got this used off guns.com for like $320 or something ridiculous like that. It shipped out literally next day or like 2 days later and was at my gun shop for pickup. And this one even came with night sights. Not the Hellcat night sights. A really nice tritium front with a yellow outline and a blacked out textured rear. So overall, no diddy. Now, overall, this handgun right here is just really solid overall. It makes for a great summertime carry, especially with that stainless, for sweating and stuff like that if you're an active person. Now, like I said, XDS, just wish it had more capacity and a lot of people would jump on it. I like the fact they offer it 9. They discontinued the 40, but they also have it in 45 Smith & Wesson, which we've touched on this channel. And the reason why I go to this stuff is when you buy a used handgun for $320, it comes with night sights, stainless, barely been shot. This is typical Springfield wear. And especially with stainless, the stainless sort of rubs off on the barrel. That's just part of the game. But it came with this. Now, the holster is absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Will I use it? Probably not, but it's nice for people just getting into it. Then we got a speed loader. But on top of that, it came with 5 mags. And you got to respect any used gun that comes with 5 mags for that price, right? These mags are typically going to run you $30 for them brand new, $20 used, and they're always great quality. They always come with different, sleeves on them and stuff like that. So this right here is 7+1. This one even came with the pinky extension, which is also 7+1. I'll show you what that looks like. Then we'll get back to the 40 Smith & Wesson. So that's 7+1. I do have 8-round mags. It did not come with it, though. This is 9+1. So about Glock 43X size in terms of length this way. Maybe a little bit longer, but 9+1. I will not carry that, but I will carry it as a backup mag. Here's another 9-round mag as well. So really, really nice package overall for the price. Once again, with how crazy the times are, you got to say no diddy. So right here, like I said, Mod 1 and Mod 2. This one in 40, this one in 9. Some just great carry guns. Now the Mod 2 I ordered in 40, you wouldn't believe the price. $250. Comes with fiber optic sights, and it comes with 4 mags. $250. Let that sink in. Yes, it lacks a little bit of capacity, but once again, it's another win. If you can get any Springfield product for $250, which lots of them are, you can get XDs, XDSs, XDMs for anywhere from $250 to $350. You're going to have an awesome, reliable, quality package. Now, the best part about the XDSs and the Hellcats and XDMs and XDs and stuff like that is the overall accuracy. The accuracy is ridiculous. It's been proven. There's a couple of videos out there with the Hellcat, even with a 3-inch barrel, is one of the most accurate guns on a bench test. And I like to point that out because when you shoot this thing, you realize it. Especially the 45. I don't know what it is about the 45 XDSs. They're just dumb accurate. I don't know if it's the 45 round itself. I don't know what it is. Obviously, within a certain distance for a 45, that thing lands where you put it. Now, in terms of ergonomics, it feels better with the Mod 2. But I do like the grenade stippling on this one as well. It gives a little bit more texturing. I wish this had a little bit more texturing, but overall feels really good. Now, we'll make sure she's cleared. And then I want to show you where Springfield Armory wins. She's cleared. We're going to drop that. And then on top of that, we're going to lock her back again. Throw that takedown lever back, and boom. This is where they win. You see this little thing right here? That's called a backup feed ramp. So you have your barrel feed ramp, but you have a backup. That comes in almost every Springfield Armory gun. I don't think I've seen one without it. The Hellcat, the XDS, the XDM, it's genius. If that round wants to take a nosedive because it's an odd round or a different brand or it's sitting weird in the mag, it's still going to feed. And I think that's a huge thing that not a lot of companies do. On top of that, they're polishing. Their polishing is just on point for every single part of the gun. Look at this. Look at the polishing on the inside. That's how a gun should be. I mean, Springfield just does a great job. And then people talk down on the fact that it's made in Croatia. Well, everybody I've spoken to has been to Croatia. My brother's been to Croatia. It's beautiful. It's high-end. It's nice. It's quality. Now, every country has some, bad areas. But typically speaking, Croatia is a beautiful place to, to visit and go to. And, yeah, they're not known for their engineering. But since when is Turkey and stuff like that known for their engineering or quality? You know what I mean? But people will carry a Canik all day long, buy a Canik all day long, and so on. So that's the XDS series. I like putting stuff out there because people like stuff like this. If you can get a gun like this for $320 with 5 mags, even comes with a holster, which I wouldn't recommend, but it gives you everything you need right out of the box. And XDS is just run. At the end of the day, I'd rather have 7+1 of something that runs versus 12+1 or 15+1 of something that might not go bang when I absolutely need it. Especially looking around lately, seeing what the world has to offer, you need a reliable gun. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching.